we still only 10. So give them that 10.
All right, so how many of you have ever had something taken away from you in your life only to realize how much you appreciated it after it was gone? Most of us, right? That probably happened to me most significantly when my baseball career ended. So as Tamar mentioned, I got drafted by the Yankees out of high school. I grew up here in Oakland, just across the bridge. And I didn't sign with the Yankees because I got a chance to play baseball at Stanford, went to Stanford, got drafted by the Kansas City Royals out of Stanford. All I ever wanted to do since I was a little kid was play in the major leagues. And I was pretty good. I got drafted by the Royals. I was working my way up to the big leagues because the way it works in professional baseball, you go into the minor leagues, you got to work your way up to get to the major leagues. And I went out to pitch one night, my third season in the minors with Kansas City, and I threw one pitch, tore ligaments in my elbow, and blew my arm out. And it was the late 90s. I had to figure out something to do to, make some money and get a job. So I got a job working for an internet company here in San Francisco. .com boom was happening. I went to go work for another internet company. Did that for a couple of years. The second company I went to work for, we were, supposed to go public. We were all going to get rich, and then the .com bubble burst, and I lost my job. You can relate to that one too, right? Yeah. So there I was, kind of a human perspective, from a team perspective, if you will. And I became fascinated. This was about 11 and a half years ago, at what makes people tick, what makes groups tick. How come some individuals have more talent and maybe more outward success, but don't seem to be as fulfilled? How come some teams, even with a lot of talent, don't always win, whether it's in sports or business or life? And what's that about? I'd always been kind of on appreciation. So that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. And the title of my presentation, as you see from your handout, is called The Keys to Creating a Championship Team. And we're going to take a look at these two important areas: authenticity and appreciation. Both. Go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. So I'd love to hear from a couple of you. What's a positive team experience you've had where you felt like you were part of a championship team, so to speak? What do you think? This is the interactive part. Just to let you know. Yeah.
At one time
Nick.
I was a contractor, and I got hired by, I keep quitting the contracting business for various reasons. And I got hired by a man and his brothers and sisters who wanted to fix up their house for the grandmother so she didn't have to live in an old folks home.
Oh.
And it was so sweet that the money they were spending was really just a gift to their grandmother for everything they'd done to her. So it wasn't about the money, it was about the creativity and how we could come up with solutions that were kind of off the book. And the guys who were working for me and my subcontractors, we all got it.
Cool.
And it was just fun.
Yeah. So there was something bigger going on than just
bigger than just getting the paycheck.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's cool. It's great. Thanks, Nick. Yeah.
I was mentioning to Carmina, there's like generation gap. There's the baby boomers, and then there's the X generation.
Right.
It seems like the work ethics are different.
Work ethics are different in the generations, for sure.
I'm a baby boomer, so the tail end. And people, I remember when I was young, I used to work whatever, 2, 3 in the morning just to get something done.
Yeah.
But a lot of people now, the new generation, the ones who are in my staff, they just don't work as hard. I remember they don't want to look at code books or anything. They want to be spoon-fed.
Okay.
And they don't work long hours like we used to.
So anybody noticing any generational differences out there? Yes. Yeah.
So